Hello, Alex Sturgeon, HobbyTown HobbyPlex, and I'm very excited to show you guys around our latest track change. This is for the 2025-26 Tekno 1/8 scale Winter Series. We have nitro and electric, 8 scale buggy, 8 scale truggy, mini truggies, a lot of fun. But also, this is just for our Friday night racers that come out on Family Friday Off-Road and general use, of course, during the week. So I want to show you guys what I've done. I'm really excited about this one. Just finished up, so let's check it out. All right, obviously no pipe yet. We're actually not racing this weekend at all, so it's Halloween weekend. Not in a huge hurry to put the pipe down, but I did just get done tamping the final pieces and using the tractor to really mash down stuff. 8 scale is probably the hardest on the track, so we're getting it ready for that. So anyways, how would I describe this? The INS layout that I put in August was awesome and is a lot of fun, but not extremely 8 scale friendly. A lot of tight, twisty turn stuff. To be real honest with you, this track also has that, but it's got the features that the 8 scale guys like. So old track came down here. You can see by the paint where you turned in at. We're still not going to go the full length of the straightaway up the hill. We've been doing that for years, so I decided to change it up. But that's where the old down was off that. You can see the new down is actually a lot of dirt that I put down. Let's see if I can get down here without falling on my butt. Video never does that justice. That's about 3 foot high, and I filled it in, kind of made a ramp. You can sort of see by the tracks there where you're going to come in at, and then you're going to very tight little 180. I'm going to put the corner pretty close to this, but this is going to be kind of a wall jump. Full disclosure, I have sent it with my my Mugen e-buggy, and you can jump it pretty damn far if you want to, but you're probably not going to want to because I've had this thing floating around in my head for a while, and I promised some people that I'd never do whoops again, but I'm a liar. So there it is. There's a whoop section. So the idea is to short jump that, land about right there, and then just sort of punch it and flop over these. I also extended it into the corner so that you could see a little wagon wheel right here. Doesn't show up very good on the video, but trust me, it's there. So yeah, let's see if I can get over here. Now you can kind of see it. I'm going to highlight these with white paint. So something we haven't done a long time is use this edge of the track as an up and down. So I'm 5'11", 5'10", and this comes up to about my chest, so I'd say about, probably 4 feet high. Again, video never does it, our elevation change justice, but you're going to haul up here. You can kind of see where I'm planning on putting the corner. A little bit of white paint right there, and then you'll come into this thing. This is a drop down. It's smooth as butter. We've had some people helping us. Dylan Lynn, of course, this was the first thing that he tamped in. He's like, man, this thing's going to be awesome. I did it twice, and it's super smooth. And he's right, it is super smooth. This corner over here had a stupid giant pile of dirt from when I had to put in the dirt oval. We had a drop down over there, and it was actually a lot of dirt, and I didn't really know where to put it all. And I was able to take that dirt and do some stuff, and left about a third of it, and I shaped this little guy. This is another little wall jump. It's a little bit more tame than the one behind us here, and the idea is you're going to jump, you're going to haul in here, you're going to land some over here. There's a roller right here. It's very flowy. So you're going to come in here, roll this. You can see kind of where I've mapped out the lane. And sorry if you guys are getting vertigo from moving the camera around so much. But then you got a big giant jump. So you're gonna roll this thing. I'm gonna gun it. Nitro guys, you're probably gonna want to get on early. E-buggy guys have actually sort of jumped this and still able to make it. This was giving me all sorts of fits. I didn't like the jump. It was kicking cars too high, and then the landing that's been there since the INS race had actually added some dirt to it, made like a tabletop with a lander on it, and the cars were hitting the edge of the tabletop, and it was going to be really hard to just keep it flowy. So actually came in with the tractor and cut some of that out and made a very long lander, so very smooth. Our Friday night kids, plexers, adults, whatever, they're going to be doing the double single route, so they'll double into this and then they'll jump that probably all the way to the corner. And this turned out really smooth. Had some help again from James. He was awesome. Came out, and while these guys are on the tamper, what's cool is like every little bit of help that I get with that when I get these things with the big tractor set up and tilled up and raked out. If I got guys that can tamp for me, well then I can move on to the next thing with the tractor and I can get done way faster. And that's where Dylan and James both came in. So you can see this really long lander, and then this right here is staying. So this corner here and that corner there are staying right where they are. I actually think I might adjust where they're at a little bit, maybe by like, I don't know, not even a foot, but enough to make up here a little wider. Although I just tested everything out with my car and it was fine. I don't have another person here, so I can't show you guys my test because otherwise I can't drive with one hand, and I don't have a GoPro for my head, so I didn't want to do that wear out. So sorry, you're just gonna have to wait. But anyways, this thing is cool. This is another feature that's been in my head for a long time. This almost made it into the INS layout back in August, but I decided to save it for our first run of the Tekno series. So you're gonna come up here, and then instead of the switchbacks, you can see the old paint where you used to go. Now you're going to just jump this, and I've jumped it quite a few times. And you land down here. This thing's awesome. There's a nice little pocket if you land in, where you can set yourself up for this corner. And I still haven't decided if either of these marks is where I'm going to put it. It was the first one, and I'm like, oh, that's really short to that right there. So then I was like, well, let's do that one. I might even make it even shorter there. I'm not sure yet. That allowed me to save this jump. So this was part of our 6-pack. So there was 6 jumps back here. This was the last one before the berm. And lucky for me, saved me some time. I got to save it because it was in prime position. We're back to haul and tail up this next elevated feature. And again, the video never does our elevation justice at all. But let me get down to the low part of the track here. You can see, once again, my height wise, that's probably a good almost 5 feet from where I'm standing up. So it's really fun. So you're gonna flow up here, and then this had a sharp down to it, and I came in and I cut it out and made it a soft down. And we've always had this hump here because, not always, but this hump here has been used in a lot of different ways, and it continues to be used in a lot of different ways. So you're going to come this way, and then you're coming into our oval. And this has been here for a little while. And I have to say that I believe that this is probably one of the better uses of space that we've had for this third oval. And the goal is to not mess up the corners on the oval, but also still use as much space in the oval as we can. And so you're going to come down into this turn, you're going to jump to that turn, and then right here you're actually just going to, before you hit turn 1, actually that's turn 4, before you hit turn 4 you're going to cross the line and then jump over turn 3 back onto the straightaway. And we've actually been doing that for a good month now, and it's worked really well. It's a little skinny of a lane though. That's the only bummer. The loop sort of made it, if the loop was like another foot forward, I could have made this jump or this lane a little wider. But pit entrance, I'm really tired, guys, sorry. Pit entrance is also going to be right here. So it's going to have multiple uses. So I also took the time to kind of fill in some low spots that had been showing up on the oval. So throw some water on that. I bet you the oval's going to be pretty dialed. So let's go up and check it out from up top, and then we'll get out of here. All right, so I'm right in the middle of the racetrack. You can see you're going to jump on to the front straight, and then turn in, come over here, pop that over the whoops, come up, drop down, little baby wall jump down there, and I'm going to hammer it over this big giant jump in the middle of the track, squiggle through that S-turn right there, jump again, drop all the way down. and then jump up, and then haul tail up here. That's a really fun section because you're going to be going, the e-buggy guys especially, they're going to be going really fast, and you're going to have to really kind of figure out that corner and then into the oval. So I feel personally that this is one of the better uses of space that I've done for a long time. It also actually sets us up for at least a couple track changes that won't require a lot of work. So like I was here Sunday night until like 1 a.m. yesterday into 1 a.m. It's 1 a.m. right now. So you put a lot of hours in. I tried to hammer this sucker out in 2.5 days instead of the typical 3 or 4 that we usually do for the big spring track change. And I knew that I probably could be able to do that just because I was, we're reusing this and we're reusing that, and we reused half of that over there. So I just kind of knew that I sort of had already some stuff already ready to go. I didn't have to tear up everything. But what's really cool is there's about at least 3 other layouts within this track for some quick and easy track changes for the rest of the Tekno series. And it sort of gives me some ideas for next year's 10 scale track. I have some ideas kind of already sketched out, and I think it could be really cool, and I'm really looking forward to it. This is really fun, especially when it turns out this good. This is a really fun track. So hopefully Tekno series, it's not quite sold out yet, but I kind of knew that going in because there's another big race going on that weekend that's pulling some people away that would normally probably make it to the Tekno series, and totally get it. Had no choice. November sucks for this year for scheduling because Halloween's on the 31st and Saturday's November 1st. I wasn't going to schedule the Tekno series on Halloween weekend, and then I promised another track that I wouldn't put the Tekno series on another date, and we don't race on Black Friday. And then we also have 2 other series races ourselves that we have to have once a month. So unfortunately, I had to pick one of the Race Time Entertainment races to schedule on, and I chose AMS instead of SICK. So at least I think I did, because I haven't really seen the SICK date yet. So hopefully I did. I kind of guessed. Anyways, this turned into a long video, but I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. This week we'll get the pipe down. I got to redo all the banners, get all the Tekno banners out, and make everything look really good. We'll have the live stream going for the Tekno series on the HobbyPlex Show YouTube channel right here. So you can see all the action and the completed track when it's really, really done with all the pipe and everything. So, all right, that's all I got. Make sure that you subscribe, like, and tell your friends, and we will for sure make another video for you soon.